Grand Rising, Kings and Queens. We just having all type of malfunctions, a wardrobe malfunction, or sound malfunction. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But Grand Rising, today is Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a stupendous day. Um, Yesterday, make sure you guys are subscribing, turning on your post notifications. That way you'll get notified when I make a new video. Yesterday, I never had any problems when I get my son off the school bus. But yesterday, when I got Samaj off the school bus, when he was walking towards me to walk down the steps, I noticed that his shoes were untied. He got to the second to the last step and actually collapsed, like fell onto the ground due to both of his shoes being untied. Me and the school bus driver, we paused, like we were appalled and we were shocked. And you know how a child fall and you're trying to stop from gasping and making a reaction to you till we see if he was all right. So he falls, and I immediately looks up at the school bus aide, and it took everything in me not to curse her butt out, because what's wrong with you, lady? Why you did not tie both of my son's shoes before he's finna get ready to get off the school bus? Why you didn't tie both of his shoes? Like, I'm not understanding it. So when everybody collectively found out he was all right, the school bus driver, she was still sitting right there. I don't know if she reprimanded the school bus aide or not, but something just said, Angie, don't say nothing to them. Every morning they ride up a wave. I say, Grand Rising, I hope you have a good day. When they bring my son back safe off the school bus every day, when they bring my son back safe every day, I say thank you. I thank them for, keeping my son safe, having the safe ride or whatever that. So immediately when I came upstairs yesterday, I just started looking for Nikes, like tennis shoes that doesn't have any laces. Just so I won't be confrontational. I don't know what she got going on. I don't know why she wouldn't tie my son's shoe. I don't know what was the big ass rush for her to get my son off the bus. So, you didn't tie his shoe, or you weren't paying no attention or anything. So in my brain, I'm looking at, Angela, how could you as a mother prevent this situation from happening again without you being belligerent to a school bus attendant, and without you looking, like you're just an angry parent that's just nitpicking with somebody? Although she should have made sure both of my son's shoes were untied, because who does that? you know um Samaje always moves swiftly, he moves quickly, but you have to stress to him how important it is to tie his shoe. So, with that being said, we're just going to start with some affirmations of a real bitch, because I haven't been saying my affirmations every day. Money flows to me effortlessly because it is so. I am always at the right place and at the right time because it is so. Only good things happen to me because it is so. I always receive what I want when I want because it is so. My life is so amazing because it is so. So, another thing that happened to me yesterday is Samaje's old school all of a sudden called me for his to bring back his iPad with his, they give you an iPad that has this program, this speech program on it. So they called me last week. I told them I was gonna bring it in for sure this week. I said I'm gonna try to bring it in while Samaj is not with me because if he see me give you guys that iPad back, he's going to wreak havoc. He's just going to like it's gonna hurt his heart. It's gonna hurt his little soul. So they called me back yesterday and I was like, I said I was gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. Like you don't have to keep calling me. He has his own iPads and I might like when I hand the iPads off to them, I might have both of his in my hand. Like you guys are weird. It's like you don't have to keep hounding me for it. I said I was gonna bring it in. I don't want it. I know at any given moment you guys can disable it, so I don't live that way anymore. It will take me literally an hour and a half. So I might, you know, just take it up there. I have to get his old iPads fixed. Yes, two. I believe the motherboard is broken on one, and the other one I forgot was. I think the other one download. You can't download apps on it, so I don't know. Um, yeah, this is the device they're calling about. Like it only has app, one or two apps on there. I want to say, but he has his own iPad. Like the motherboard is broke on this one because he literally used to snatch the charger out, and I was having problems with my charger at the facility because it seemed like every time I came home, somebody was stealing my charger and replacing my charger with one of those broke ass cheap chargers that breaks at the neck. And this charger, this iPad, I believe that you can't. I have to take it and get it programmed where it lets you download apps or whatever. So I might just run it up there. I might just take that drive because to clear my mind. Like, cause bitch, who, yeah, they was fucking with my charger. Like, sometimes I leave and I come back and my chargers will be broke literally all the way by the neck. And I'm looking like I don't even buy these cheap ass chargers that breaks all the way at the thing. I believe they like yeah, because why is my chart when I leave out my charger is not like this? When I come back, it's broke from the neck. I don't even buy those chargers. Like, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird, but we're gonna talk about something called. detachments. Um, Sometimes when people sling insults and they try to be very much nasty, or slick and sly at the mouth, you have to practice something called detaching yourself. Like, you can't let your emotions get the best of you. You ever heard the saying, don't ever let someone see you sweat? And when somebody, at that microsecond, somebody says some fuck shit to you, you have a choice whether or not, how do you want to respond to that. Do you want to fight fire with fire, or do you want to detach instantly and not give them the energy that they is thirsty and hungry for? Me, on the other hand, I tend to want to detach, because if you lose control of your mind, you lose control of your life. Everything's a test. People will test you. When people say some fuck shit, stupid talk out the side of their neck and try to piss you off, it's really a test. They testing you, like, can I make her bug up? Did I hit her in a place where I know she got trauma at? I know I said the least thing on the earth she wants to hear. Let me see how she react. In that split second, when you read it, or they say it, or they confront you in it, it's something called detachments. In my case, if I lose control of my mind, I feel like, and losing control of your mind don't mean you necessarily go crazy. That necessarily means that you can let somebody say something, anything to you, and you would go bad shit crazy. You would spaz out. You would just keep concentrating and dwelling on that shit and let it take control over your life. You're gonna keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, and it's gonna keep going on and going on, going on. Where I'm from, you either finna get in the field. For me, you either finna get in the field, or you're not. I ain't gonna keep arguing with you. I'm not finna keep being combative. I'm not finna go back and forth. What you wanna do? That's the old me. Now that was the old me. Because I'm not finna sit up there and argue with nobody. But like I said, it all be a test to see if you in control of your mind or not. People gonna always say vicious, heinous, cruel shit. It's up to you how you want to take that information and you deal with it. Me, on the other hand, I like it. I like it because I want to get where the root is. I have to be a threat. I got to be so much of a threat that you didn't said that shit. I'm sitting back like, damn, I'm sitting back popping my collar. Like, I love it. Bring it on. I want more. You see what I'm saying? Like, so the average person would be like, why are you guys up being so rude? I'm a nice person. I'm not. Fuck that. I be looking at that shit and laughing because I done detached from the person that you thought that insult was gonna stick to. I'm dodging that shit like a matrix, and I want to be on your side, and let that shit, see that shit just glide into the universe. It don't work with me. That shit used to work. I used to be able to say some stuff and I'd be, oh my God. I went from oh my God, I'm ready to fight. I'm upset. I can't process it. Then I went to I'm a nice person. Why are you no, now I'm totally detached from that shit. It don't work. Whatever angle you trying to get me at and hang me up on with that stuff that with that comment you just said, bro, it ain't gonna work. Like, next point is if I let you trigger me, that means I'm weak and still need some work. If I let you trigger me, that means I'm still a weak ass bitch. And I still got some work to do. I got work to do. I mean, I'm not the person who I thought I was because I let a stranger say something to get me in my feelings. And now I can't concentrate on everything I'm doing during that day I thought was good, but it's really bad because I'm doing it with whatever you said still lingering in my mind. So everything I do after that point, I'm letting you live in my head rent free because you just said some bogus snide, slick ass shit out the side of your neck. So I'm looking at myself like all the work you did, Angie, you couldn't have done that much work because you just let that person trigger you. See, people know sometimes, majority of the time, because they think they know you. They think they know how to trigger you. Some people hit the nail right on the head. They say, I'm going to say A, B. All I got to do is say A, B, and C to her. She going to crash out. She going to bug up. The old Angie might have, but the detached Angie don't give a two fucks about what you just said out your mouth. They talked about Jesus Christ. They feared him. They couldn't understand how he was pulling off half of the miracles he was pulling off. When you scared of something and you don't understand it, you want to hurt it by any means necessary. If you get close to me, you'll try to hurt me. If you can't get close to me, you'll say some bogus shit out your mouth. And I'm not gonna let it trigger me because majority of you guys don't even know me from a can of paint. Don't. Could never learn me. The person I was 2 years prior to this, I'm not that person. The person I was 2 years prior to that, I'm not that person. Every time you hit a new level, you will meet new devils, and they will always try to bring you down. Now, just for instance, what happened yesterday with the shoe thing, it probably was an accident. Or, in my mind, they was probably saying, she's so nice all the time. I see she loves her son. Only way we can virtually get to her or probably take her off or piss her off is we fuck with her son or mess up something he got going on. So you literally didn't, like I said, it could have been, an accident, but I just can't see you blatantly walking a student off the school bus with both his shoes untied. That means you just put on his shoes when y'all got to this stop and you blatantly didn't tie both of his shoes. And by you making that split decision not to tie both of his shoes, Samaje didn't get hurt or anything, but by you making that split decision not to tie my son's shoes, and he failed, I had to make a split decision of not beating your ass, of not cursing your ass out. I had to detach. I had to detach because I had to make the split decision of not cursing. Like, what is wrong with you, lady? Why you didn't tap? I had to make a split decision to detach and say, Angela, what could you do? Me, myself, and I. What could I do to deter this from future occurrences? Bam. This is what I said to myself. Order him some slip on Nikes, Jordans if they have them, etc. In my mind, this is the new me. This is the new me under operation. Don't say nothing to this lady. She probably overworked, overstressed, and underpaid. Cut her a break. She's always been nice and courteous. Vice versa. I always been nice and courteous to her. Cut her a break, Angie. Buy your son some shoes, some Nikes that just slip on. You know, buy some shoes. Because it seems like she's very much excited to see you. You know, we never had bad vibes. We never had any incidents. So cut her a break. And when she see these slip-on Nikes, from me to her, she'd be like, hey, Angie did the right thing. Because I'm probably getting tired of tying up umpteen kids' shoes before they get off the school bus. Everybody kick their shoes off. I got to go to the back of the bus, get their shoes. Their shoes then roll under the seat. And she made it a little bit more easier for me. Now I can just slip some of my J shoes on and we can go. I do not want to be confrontational. I don't want to look like how I am. It's not how I am because I could have went totally and it would have been validated because lady, that's dangerous. But in that split second, it was detachment. My mind went to how could you help the situation? You're not helping. If I would have looked crazy cursing the lady out. She would have been like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Like, like now and then they would have been really nervous and scared. Like, oh, I thought she was so nice. She went batshit crazy because Samaje, I made a mistake. Cause detachment. What could I do? What could I do to prevent that situation? Buy him some slip-on Nikes. I found two of them. They cute as fuck. I ordered them, and the case case ended. So we shouldn't have to worry about that no more. He can skip, skedaddle, jump, leap, do a back bend off that motherfucking bus, and he shouldn't fall on his shoestrings. Next bullet point is, oh, do we do this one? If I let you trigger me, then that means I'm weak. Yeah, you're weak. I see it in a lot of people. They let somebody say anything to them and they fly off the handle. They lose control. They start giving up their energy right and left. People are banking on you to lose control. They thrive off of that. When you bite the bait, stop biting people's baits. Let that float, let that motherfucking the floater, the bobber. I remember my daddy used to take me fishing and used to have the neon bobs after he throw his line out. Stop biting the bait. Let that shit just bounce around, bounce around. You don't bite the bait because once they get you and they trip you up, they gonna always know how to trigger you. They gonna always know how to set you off. When I used to live in my house, every time I used to go outside, my mother-in-law used to follow me. I don't give a fuck what. She used to fly out the crib and follow me. And and then if I stood out there and talked to my neighbors, she'd just walk past or say some fuck shit, and then all my neighbors used to be like, Angie, don't say nothing, ignore her, ignore her, ignore her. It was because she triggered me once before, and she's still using that tactic. And I thank God because looking back on all them situations with my in-laws, I really could have been fucked up, locked up. When I say them people used to try to trigger me and they came up with elaborate schemes and plots to where they thought I had no way to avoid it, to the point where my neighbors used to say, Angie, do not say anything. Because my whole thing is, why are you on the porch? Why? When nobody outside, I'm out here talking to my neighbors, or I'm on my porch, on the neighbor's porch talking to them. And she used to say, come down there on their property. I got video, and it's not nothing I'm making up. I got videos of the lady. I got videos of the lady doing all type of weird shit, abnormal shit. Me looking back on that situation, I don't know why I even was subjecting myself to that. And I say a lot of times, God got me out of that situation. And then and I think it was all because of jealousy. Like jealousy, 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 jealousy. And I say I fell for the tricks a couple of times. We had our words back and forth. We did fight. We did throw hands. I got the best of her numerous of times. She called the police on me then, tried to get me locked up. But then when I played the videos back for the police and showed them she was the aggressor, they couldn't take me to jail because you started this, you walked up on her, you started bothering her. But as far as that situation, people like shit like that. They like to bring you down. They like to trigger you. And her whole trigger was, this is not your house. My son didn't put this house in your name. You should have left my son a long time ago. Uh, you're money hungry. All this, inappropriate shit in front of the neighbors, like saying shit in front of the neighbors you had no business saying. So she was trying to trigger me so I can lash out. So how my neighbors were loving me and always were looking forward to me coming outside so us, can have that little time to each other. She wanted to put a stop to that. She wanted them to hate me and look at me like I was the crazy one when she was the one really crazy, and it showed. Majority of the time they used to be like, Angie, don't say nothing, da 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 da. But see, they couldn't get in the middle of it because they're looking like they knew what was going on. Anytime you're totally obsessed with anybody and you know how they smell, what they got on, if they got any panties on, what way they turn, what block they hit, you're obsessed. Like, that's an obsession that I could never, ever, if my son grows up and he gets a wife, a girlfriend, baby mama, etc., I could not see myself as a woman out in the streets fighting my son's girlfriend. My mother was a real lady. She never once was in a fight in the middle of the street, up and down. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for all. It's an embarrassment for all parties. But I was just telling you how somebody would trigger you. You can go back and tell the judge whatever the fuck you want to, and yeah, I did use it as a prime example. I lived it. I have video footage of it. I didn't post it. I just made a reference to it. Before you run back, oh, yeah, I did. And if you want, I'll show the judge the motherfucking harassment if she want to see it. The next bullet point is my emotions is my control. Yo, how you feel in the next moves you make, the next steps you take, is really under your control. Like I said, somebody can say something to you and you can fly off the handle. Or you can be emotionally intelligent. I mean your frontal lobe has developed and matured and you know how to deal with that situation. Everybody is not mature. Everybody frontal lobe has not matured. A lot of people are not emotionally ready and they still let people pull their strings like Pinocchio. Pull their strings like a puppet, like your motherfucking Elmo. Stop letting these people pull your strings. See, people know who to mess with and who not to mess with. People know who's emotionally intelligent and who has self control. You can't mess with somebody and drive somebody batshit crazy if they have self control. Now, if you're not emotionally, it don't matter how young you are, how old you are. If you're not emotionally intelligent, you just are not emotionally intelligent. There's nothing you can do, nothing you can say. You is just ripe. You just is green. They know they can get you. They know how they can set you up. They know what to say to get you in your feelings. And once I got you in your feelings, I can control you. I can literally take your life away from you. I can sit up there and plot and plan and execute this play like I'm a football coach. Oh, I don't like her, so I'm gonna do A, B, and C. And when I do A, B, and C, she's gonna respond by A, B, and C. And that's how we gonna get her. That's how we gonna trick her out her spot. That's how we gonna get rid of her motherfucking ass. Hello. They know if they dealing with somebody that has emotionally intelligence and they don't. People know. They can spot you out. They can sniff you. People know a weak motherfucker when they see one. They know a weak motherfucker when they see one. They know if you're gonna fall for the okie dokie, like the popcorn. Do they still make okie dokie popcorn? Man, listen, that hot okie dokie popcorn with some salt and vinegar chips. That was I'm talking about a mix. Mm, mm, mm. Hot okie dokie popcorn in a bag of salt and sour and mix them together. Mm, mm, mm. But yeah, they know you feel for the okie dokie. I know how to get her. Ooh, just wait. Just wait. And they be waiting right there when you pull up in front of your house in your car. They know you gonna walk to the store. They know what store you go be at. They wait in the store. They didn't stalk you like an animal stalks his prey. They know your daily routine. They know where you gonna be at, how you live your life. And they gonna be waiting in one of those places that's incorporated in your daily routine. All I gotta do is wait because she gonna come. She be at the same place at the same time. Just wait. And they be up to no good because they know you're not emotionally intelligent. They know they can control your emotions. All I gotta do is step on her shoe. All I gotta do is bump her. All I gotta do is look at it, stare at her. She thinks she all that. She don't want nobody looking at her. All I gotta do is look at her. And what she gonna do? She gonna say, "What the fuck you looking at?" And soon she say, "What the fuck you looking at?" I'm gonna beat her ass. That's how people would control your emotions. She always got on the fly shoes. She gonna walk in here. I'm gonna step on her shoe on purpose and wait for her to say something about it so I could beat her ass. hmm I'm gonna wait till she go on the stove and I'm gonna cut in front of her on purpose, and she gonna be mad because I cut in front of her, and she gonna get to talking crazy. And we got her. She just got that car. So we gonna park in her parking space. hmm And then she gonna come to us because she gonna wanna park in front of her house. Um, if we can't get up like that, we gonna pull all the way up to her bumper and bump her. She gonna have something to say because we bumped her car. And if we can't get it like that, we gonna key that motherfucker. If we can't get it like that, we gonna scratch it. If we can't get it like that, we gonna put some sugar in her tank. Those are all examples how people try to get you to stoop to their level and control your emotions so you can lash out, and possibly lose your life, what they was plotting on anyway. Get you locked up because they didn't trick you into a scenario that you had no other choice but to speak out on. But see, I learned to detach from all that. Whatever you, hey man, whatever you want to do, and it ain't that I'm just emotionally intelligent now. 2 years ago, I would have told you Angie that's crazy. Hey, she, she ain't. Don't let the looks fool you. Please don't. Please don't. Don't. Hey, she is not the one. A lot of times people do that and they have it figured out so they are not going to suffer no consequences. You are going to suffer the consequences. They have figured it out. They done went to the drawing board just like I'm writing this shit down. They done wrote it down. That's a play. They got a playbook. They're going to execute that play because it was on offense, defense, offense. And, oh, if you try to go that way, we got it from that. And we're going to tell them this. And then and it's gonna be 12 against 1. It's my crew, and we gonna be around telling the police she's crazy. We gonna all agree that it's her. It ain't us because it's we got her outnumbered. So they ain't gonna have no other choice to believe it's how could all these people be wrong? It's her wrong. It's 5 of us. It's one of her. So if we tell them she's wrong, all of us can be wrong. We're right. Yeah. You see how that go? So it's better to detach your motherfucking self. Next bullet point. If you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to remain silent just does not just pertain to when the police got your ass. And in the majority of the time, when them cuffs hit and they put them on their wrist, they get to singing like a bird. The man just read you your rights and said you have the right to. If that mean it's over with, they got enough evidence. They don't need to hear anymore. They got the facts. What are you singing like a canary for? You have the right to remain silent. That means somebody say something to you, sip it, hush, shut the fuck up. You have the right to remain silent. Somebody step on your shoe and your mind say, I don't even give a fuck. I got 50 pairs of shoes. Somebody bump you. I'm not bleeding. They gonna make it seem like it was an accident. So I'm gonna make it seem like I didn't even notice your motherfucking ass. Somebody say something bogus to you, I can either block you, delete you, or ignore your motherfucking ass. Because when you ignore somebody, that's worse than You hitting that person. That's a hit. When you ignore somebody, they be like, damn, what I said didn't have any bearing. What I said to her didn't have any effect on her. What I said to her, it did not even bother her. She overlooked it. Did she see it? Let me spam the chat with the fuck shit. Because I know she's seen it. We see it. I see it. I just choose to ignore it. I have the right. This is this my shit, right? It's mine. So I have the right to remain silent. When you say something you think you're gonna bother me or it's gonna affect me or it's gonna mess my day up. No. I'm gonna fuck your day up because I'm gonna act like your mother act towards you. You don't even matter. I see you and I don't. I take what you say with a grain of salt. I leave it right there. I'm not picking up what you put down. I'm going to leave it right there. Matter of fact, return to sender. I'm telling you, when you ignore people, it be the biggest kick in the balls. Somebody can take you. You know how somebody your titty when somebody take your titty and twist it. They used to get in a fight and they used to take your titty and twist it, or they used to bite you on the titty. That hurts. When you ignore somebody, it feel like a kick to the balls, or a titty bite, or a titty twist. That shit hurt them. They be like, damn. Let me go back to the drawing board. Let me go back to the drawing board and let me write some fuck shit down. I'm gonna come up with my best material because maybe that was a lame thing that little insult that was too soft. Let me try to come back with some hard shit. You be pondering like a motherfucker when you be practicing your material. Uh, how this joke sound to y'all, bro? You have the right to remain silent. That means I don't give double hell what you think about me. You don't know me, and really, you don't get life. You don't get. It's not about what you think about me. It's what I want. It's what I envision my life to be. It's why I imagine me being on a daily basis, that I can see it, I can touch it, I can smell it, I can dream about it. It's not me being a nervous wreck and panicking and thinking about all my problems 24/7. That don't even matter. I'm not even trying to let that penetrate. I'm talking about where I'm gonna be and why I want to be and where I can see it, where it's so real. I'm doing it. I'm enjoying it. You heard me? Not that fuck shit y'all be talking about. The last one. I'm in control of my fault. When people always, where I'm from, people, okay, I'm in control of my fault. Where I'm from, people used to always be like, my fault, my fault, oh, my bad. That's my fault. That's my bad. No, no. You did it on purpose. You stay saying my fault, my bad. I ain't mean to, I ain't try to, but you did it on purpose. Cause you steady doing it. Oh, my fault, Joe. Oh, my fault. Bro, my fault. I don't want it. I'm so tired of hearing my fault. I had it up to here on my fault because at a certain point, you know what you're doing. You're not gonna keep saying my fault, my bad. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I recognize what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop it in its tracks. Um, it's this is what that is. When somebody say my fault, that means I see your blood pressure rising. I see you at the point where you finna bug up, you finna crash out. I wanted to get you to that point, and now I can control it because all I gotta say is my fault. Oh, okay, my bad. No, it ain't gonna keep saying, you ain't gonna keep saying my fault and my bad because now you're doing it on purpose and you controlling my anger because you getting me to the Celsius and the radius and the hottest. Start with a K. I'm not gonna say it. You getting me to a boiling point. You getting me hotter than fish grease. Just when you finna drop the crabs in the boiling water, just when you finna drop the catfish in the grease, you come with my fault. That means you know what you're doing. I'm finna either say F that and I'm still finna go batshit crazy, or in that moment when I'm so angry, I have to look like a crazy person because I gotta talk myself out of what I'm finna do. Talk myself out of beating their ass, saying something that I know I have no business saying and I can't take it back. It's like people are controlling your emotions. If somebody always apologizing to you, look at what they doing. I guarantee you they have did the same vicious act, said the same heinous remarks, the same heinous vicious comments all the time. And it's that you getting tired of you steady apologizing, but you keep doing it again. That means you are always in control of my fault, man. My bad, man. You always say that, but you keep doing the same thing over and over. You steady executing the same play over and over. I'm so tired of you apologize. I'm so tired of the honeymoon stage. I'm so tired of you beating me up, going to get a bracelet, bringing it to me, black in my eye, going to buy me a new phone, doing this. I mean, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. That's controlling your emotions. When somebody looking at you, somebody looking at you and just saying, I know I can toy with her. I know I can play with her. I know I can get her to crash out. I know I can trigger her. I'm going to trigger her. Yeah, we know how to play with her. We know how to trigger her. So after we trigger her, ain't no way she can go on and have a peaceful day. Ain't no way she can go on and have a graceful day. Ain't no way she can go on and have a productive day and do nothing but good things. We interfered with that. We interjected with that. We intervened with that because after we fuck over her emotions and say, my fault, when she leave us, everything she doing after that point, she thinks she's doing good, but she's really doing bad because she still got on her mind and she's still in her feelings about what we did. She's not doing stuff with a clear conscience. She's doing stuff off the fear of walking on eggshells because she's still trying to process why is this person steady doing the same thing to me and apologize. She's going to be stuck on that all day long. She's not going to get past it. We knocked her off her square. Let's knock her. That's literally the meaning of we knocked her off of her square. She was okay when she came outside. She was okay. She was finna have a good day. She was. Until I knocked her off her square. That's the literal meaning. Knocking somebody off her square. Oh, my fault. And then they come with the my fault. My bad. But you know what you're doing. You know after that day and after I go on with my day, I'm going to try to make myself feel better. I'm going to try to do everything right. But I can't. You won't be able to go to work and be productive. You won't be able to produce a certain numbers. You won't be able to make those numbers meet that quota. It has affected you in a negative in every single aspect after you walked off from that scenario. It's on then. Like she heated. We got to her. We messed her. We messed her day up. Whether she want to admit it or not, well, her whole day is gonna be thrown off. The whole day. You can count on that because we knocked her off her square. That's why I'm telling you to detach. You have to learn to practice detachment where people can see you and just say, we she ain't well, we can't fuck with her, she ain't one of them. The next point is control is within. Control is deep within and you have to pull it out. You have to master it. It's gonna take some time, but you're never gonna learn control if you don't spend just any wincy, minute, just minute miniature amount of time within yourself to learn yourself. You're not gonna learn control if you keep being surrounded by a whole bunch of people that's thinking for each other, that thrives off of each other, that supports each other, that upholds and if you will, the saying is whether my friend is wrong or right, I'ma ride with her. I'm not one of them. If you my friend and you wrong, I'm gonna put you in your place. I'm gonna tell you wrong. I'm not gonna partake in no bullshit, and I know you wrong. I'm not gonna let you get both of us killed because you my friend and I'm ride with you. Somebody gotta have some common sense. Somebody gotta have some common sense. People die every day for nothing over the dumbest stuff that could be totally avoided. If they would have just used common sense, detachment, and let it go. Whether my friend is wrong or wrong, I'ma ride with her. I'm not. I ain't scary. I ain't ducking and dodging no bullshit. But if your ass wrong, you wrong. You wrong. I'm not riding with that. You gonna get everybody hurt. Everybody gonna be messed up. Cause ain't nobody had no sense. Just pull you over to the side and say, stop. Stop the shenanigans. Now you effed up. I ain't saying you gotta go kiss their ass. I'm not saying you gotta apologize. I'm just asking you for this to stop and get some clarification about whatever's going on, bro. Man, listen, sis, I love you, but you wrong. You wrong all day long. You wrong. And sometimes when you be the one that say that, they come to their senses. They they'll be like, you know what, Angie? Yeah, man, I hate to admit it. Your pride, your ego. That's the worst thing you can do. Have a big ass ego, seeing that's a lot of times people don't want to admit and take accountability for their actions. It's because of the pride. It's because of their ego. Their motherfucking ego is astronomically big. It's the size of motherfucking Jupiter. They don't want to hear they wrong. They don't want to hear that they are wrong. They pride, they ego. It be an injury to them. Oh, you hurt. Oh yeah, you hurt them because they pride too big, man. Their ego too big. They used to people like that are used to an image. They used to an image. They used to a lifestyle. Ain't nobody told them they was ever wrong. Ain't nobody ever made them uh, take accountability. So in their eyes, they are never wrong. I am that friend that's gonna say you wrong and you know you're wrong. I ain't riding with that shit. Mm-mm. I ain't riding. Now if the other party was wrong, and we all know they wrong, we could have squared up. But since you wrong, you wrong, and you know you wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't I ain't for it today. I don't even feel right. I ain't for it today. Says you wrong. And you know you wrong. So we ain't even yeah, we ain't even do that today. Yeah. Baby, boom, 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 my baby. Let me stop playing and get to this last bullet point. Y'all know I play all day. Let me stop fucking playing. Get to this last bullet point. One comment. The last of the Mohicans. One comment ruins their day. You ever saw people that can get 99.9 good comments? It could be 99.9 people telling them, giving them positive comments, rooting them on. Yeah, we love you. You're beautiful. You're great. Da, da, da. They don't respond to none of that shit. What they respond to, ladies and gentlemen? The one bogus ass comment that crept through that they're fixated at. And everybody else saying, we all rooting on, we love you. She ain't responding to none of that. Somebody said some evil snot shit. Oh my gosh, she responded to that. Why? Because they want it to ruin their day. They was looking for it. They were waiting on it. They thrive off of drama and rage bait. They really don't have anything to say. They looking for the first person that say a vicious, heinous comment. They grab it, snatch it, and they run with it. There was the bait. They took the bait, and everything off of that is going to either come off as harsh, vile, and heinous after that, because people don't know what to respond to all the love. They only know how to respond to the hate, that it's a trigger to them, because they don't believe they're worthy. They don't believe they got it. They don't believe it is in them. So they're going to look for how they are feeling in life as a whole and respond to it. It's always some people that they don't respond to the good comments. They always respond to the bad comments. That means you bit the bait. The hook is coming out the gill of the catfish. I hooked you. You can't breathe. I got you on the chokehold. It's crazy that people do that, but it's just that because you have triggered them, it's a triggering thing. Um, yeah, you triggered them. The butt hurt, they're sore. It's a narcissistic injury. You injured them. You shattered their ego. But y'all remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna say some affirmations, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I just was flipping. I don't know if I had showed y'all this picture, child. That's an old picture of me that was took. Uh, it was taken 2011. We're gonna say some affirmations and we're gonna get out of here. I want you to look in the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. Ask the universe, God, I cannot wait to see what miracles you have for me today. What miracles you have in store for me today. And then you follow up with thank you, universe, for all your blessings. That means you know you're going to get them. You're looking forward to getting them. And I want to thank you in advance for giving them to me. I always get what I want when I want because it is so. We're not going to give up. We're going to conquer this thing. We're here. I feel it in my bones. I feel like y'all feeling me. You know, I feel like I'm the love. I'm the love of y'all motherfucking life. Like, you know, but now for real. I thank you for all my new subscribers. 2,500 subscribers. We're gonna do something big. Bedroom boom. Bedroom boom. We're gonna do something big. 2,500 subscribers, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me on this journey. Um, give me a kiss.